Hey wrestling fans, PWOTV, I'm your host Dirty D, and this is my Raw wrap-up for this evening. Raw just ended. It was a so-so okay Raw. There was a lot of setting up for Wrestlemania tonight, so that was to be expected, but there weren't many matches. Raw opened up with Chris Jericho coming out, taunting his win and the fact that he's going to WrestleMania, and that we saw Edge attack him, come out and to attack him, and Edge made his intentions known for WrestleMania, that he was going to face he was going to face Chris Jericho. Sorry, a little tired tonight. So we know Edge and Chris Jericho, WrestleMania is going to happen. Next, or actually, I think one of the first matches in this whole Raw, other than the Diva match, which I'm not even going to get to, is Randy Orton, Ted DiBiase, Cody Rhodes versus Yoshi, Tanahashi, and Kofi Kingston. This match again was okay, but this match setup is doing more of a setup for Randy Orton and Ted DiBiase for their WrestleMania showdown. Basically, Orton turned on them. Legacy is no more. Randy gave both of them finishers tonight, and I think they are done. Cody and Ted DiBiase are going to find a way to have their revenge on Randy Orton. I think that's what it's going to come down to. I don't know where Cody Rhodes is going to fit into the WrestleMania picture, but we definitely know Ted DiBiase, Randy Orton, that's somehow going to probably be the match. If not a three-way, maybe. I don't know. Okay match. Tonight we also found out that Taker, Shawn Michaels is going to happen at WrestleMania. We knew that was going to take place, and the stipulation now is Taker says, hey, if you want to break my streak, then I want your career. So it's going to be streak versus career match. So basically, if Shawn Michaels loses, he's done. So WrestleMania set up Taker, Shawn Michaels match, which will probably be another classic. Be awesome. I think Shawn will take it, but that's just my opinion. Then they set up the Money in the Bank match for WrestleMania, which, from what I'm reading, there is a Money in the Bank pay-per-view coming up next year. So this might be the end of Money in the Bank. I'm not sure. Maybe the pay-per-view actually will be the qualifying to get into Money in the Bank next year. I don't know, but that's what I'm reading. There's going to be a Money in the Bank match next year. That being said, the first qualifying match for Money in the Bank was Christian versus Carlito. Christian picks up the win, and he's the first one to qualify for Money in the Bank match. Then we get next matchup is Big Show, Miz versus MVP and Mark Henry for the Unified Tag Team Championships. Big Show, Miz take this one. Okay match. This is probably going to build to something. I don't know. I would kind of like to see maybe a more than one tag team just go for the tag team champions at WrestleMania, but it probably won't happen. But yeah, they're setting maybe Mark Henry, maybe MVP to face the Big Show and Miz. So that's all I got on them right now. Then we learned the third addition into the Hall of Fame this year is going to be Wendy Richter. She is a diva. I don't know if they called them divas back in her day. Diva from the early 80s. And you'll probably remember her from, I believe it was WrestleMania. Her manager was Cyndi Lauper. So I'm going to try to find some information and post more information about her and some other Hall of Famers inductees this year on my blog. So look for that. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, then they get to the Vince Brett storyline, and to set all this up for WrestleMania, which I thought would be Batista and Cena somehow intermixed in this, but we have found that that is not the case. Vince has invited Brett back to Raw next week to give his proper goodbye after supposedly breaking his legs. So I personally think Bret Hart is setting up Vince. This is a way to get close to Vince and to possibly beat him down, set up the whole Vince Bret at WrestleMania, if that's the case. But we'll see. Then we find out Cheech and Chong are going to be hosting next week. I mean, great. These days we barely even see the host. Tonight's Jewel and her rodeo husband, I forget his name, but I didn't really watch the segment, so I mean, I love to see Kelly, but I don't really pay attention to those things, so whatever. And then they had Gail Kim Maurice match. I'm not going to talk about that. My feeling on Maurice is she's not really a great wrestler. The match was blah. I kind of went to the bathroom, whatever. And the last match of the night was Batista, John Cena, and the stipulation was, earlier in the night, Vince said, hey, look, if you want to be in the main event at WrestleMania, hey, you beat this guy tonight that I'm going to put up, and the guy was Batista. It was Batista versus Cena. Cena is... I don't know if he's working the injury or what's going on there, but supposedly he wasn't moving too well tonight due to the Elimination Chamber last night. Batista and him go at it. Batista basically DQs himself on purpose by kicking him in the nuts, and then just goes to town on him. So Cena does win that match. So that means it's going to be Batista-Cena at WrestleMania. And then, like I said, Batista just goes to town on him, just beating him down, trying to destroy him. Actually grabs a chair at one point at the end of all of it and just keeps hitting him over and over in the back. Cena tries to get up, and Batista just keeps nailing him in his back with the chair. It looked pretty brutal. It was definitely great to see on TV. I don't know, the arena, people were definitely booing Batista and pissed. But I like this whole setup. I'm not really the biggest Batista fan, to be honest with you, nor am I the biggest John Cena fan. So, I'm not way excited about WrestleMania with Batista John Cena, but it'll probably be a good match and probably well hyped. So that's basically it. That's my Raw wrap up for the night. I did watch the Elimination Chamber. I had some reviews and ratings. I rated it a 4. I thought it was alright. But I tried to post something and it just went awry. So this is basically my second show, even though I've recorded 3 shows. I really appreciate you tuning in. Hopefully I'm getting better. I'm working on it. I'm enjoying it. This is PWO TV. I'm Dirty D. Thanks for joining me. Peace.